Each dolphin in the sea has its own name, which it reacts to when its family members call it. He gets it when he is conceived, and it is a trademark whistle enduring zero point 0.9 seconds. Dolphins not just call each other by their first names, yet additionally present themselves when they meet outsiders. What's more, to distinguish the relative by voice, without seeing him. For them, a couple of triples. These astounding creatures. Dolphins are well-evolved creatures from the tooth-fin whale group of the cetacean request. There are around 40 types of these creatures in the world, and you can see them any place in the seas. Most dolphins like to live in tropical and subtropical scopes. However, there are the individuals who like colder waters, so you can see them close to the Arctic, and a few animal groups are found both there and there. For instance, albeit the white-colored dolphin lives mostly in the North Atlantic, it can regularly be seen off the shore of Turkey. Most individuals from the family, for instance, bottlenose dolphins, white-confronted dolphins, are marine occupants. However, there are 4 species that like to live in new stream or lake water. The waterway dolphin lives in Asia, just as in the waters of the South American stream Amazon and Orinoco. Tragically, if higher delegates of this family were frequently met, presently the stream dolphin has for all intents and purposes vanished because of the deficiency of territory, ecological contamination, the reduction in the measure of food and little populaces, and is recorded in the Red Book. Portrayal. The length of dolphins goes from 1.5 to 10 meters. The littlest dolphin on the planet is Maui, which lives close to New Zealand. The length of the female doesn't surpass 1.7 meters. A white-colored dolphin around 3 meters in length is viewed as a huge occupant of the remote ocean. The biggest delegate is the executioner whale. The length of the guys arrives at 10 meters. It is significant that guys are normally 10 to 20 centimeters longer than females, except for executioner whale dolphins. Here the thing that matters is around 2 meters. They burden normal from 150 to 300 kilograms. The stellar whale, about a ton. The backs of ocean dolphins are dim blue, dim brown, dark and surprisingly pink pale-skinned person colors. The forward portion of the head can be either strong or white. For instance, a white-colored dolphin has a white snout and a forward portion of the brow. In certain species, the mouth is adjusted in front. The snout-formed mouth is missing. In others, little in size, the head closes with an extended mouth and a smooth snout, and the mouth has such a shape that it appears to people watching them that they are continually grinning. And along these lines they frequently want to swim with dolphins. Simultaneously, the impression isn't ruined even by countless teeth of a similar cone-shaped shape. Dolphins have around 200 of them. Because of their stretched body and smooth, versatile skin, these creatures nearly don't feel the opposition of water during development. On account of this, They can move rapidly. The normal speed of a dolphin is 40 km/h. Plunge to a profundity of around 100 meters. Leap out of the water 9 meters high and 5 meters in length. Another remarkable element of these marine vertebrates is that practically a wide range of dolphins, except for the Amazonian stream dolphin and couple of different animal types, see well both submerged or more the surface. They have this capacity because of the construction of the retina, one piece of which is liable for the picture in water, the other over its surface. Since whales and dolphins are family members, similar to all delegate cetaceans, they are very fit for remaining submerged for an extensive stretch. However, they actually need oxygen, so they continually buoy to the surface, showing a blue gag and renewing air saves through the blowhole, which closes submerged. In any event, during rest, the creature is 50 centimeters from the surface and, without awakening, schemes out each a large portion of a moment. Lifestyle: dolphins live in herds and don't endure forlornness well overall. In spite of the fact that they don't have a pioneer, they play out all activities in shows. They chase together, bring up kids, have some good times, performing bounces of astounding magnificence in a steady progression. The dolphin is viewed as perhaps the most wise, well-evolved creatures on our planet. Its mind weighs 1,700 grams, which is 300 grams in excess of a human, and the convolutions in the cerebral cortex are likewise twice as huge. This clarifies their exceptionally evolved social cognizance, capacity to identify, eagerness to help debilitated and injured family members, just as suffocating individuals. Dolphins help effectively. On the odd chance that one of the individuals from the group is harmed or scarcely keeps above water, they support him close to the surface so he can't suffocate a lot. They do likewise as for an individual, assisting with getting to the coast. A few researchers clarify why dolphins do this by dealing with the populace. Every person in the group is significant, and everything should be done to keep it alive. Language: to impart. Creatures use motions, turns, hops, different swimming styles, head, blades, tail, just its voice. The hints of dolphins are around 14,000 signs, and everybody has caught wind of the melodies of dolphins. These interesting creatures can see the recurrence of motions up to 200,000 flash seconds, while the human ear, up to 20,000. They additionally have multiple times the capacity to break down the hints of dolphins, isolating frequencies from one another to discover why dolphins have such capacity. A ton of examination has been done as of late. Correspondence happens principally with the assistance of ultrasound, which is particularly advantageous for them to utilize it to send sound over huge spans. Dolphin humans are not just ultrasound. Dolphin sounds frequently solid at medium recurrence and are communicated with pitch, squeaks, whistles. Examined have shown that they see their discords in hieroglyphic pictures. Dolphin sounds are of two sorts: sonar echolocation. Features hear the reverberation of the beating sound and recognize return their compass. These groups of dolphins are utilized for close correspondence with family members in species express their feelings. Researchers have studied around 186 unique kinds of whistle which, as in human discourse, contain sounds, syllables, words, phrases, passages, segments. The dolphin feeding regimen depends on fish. Shrimp and dolphins their number one prey are very equipped for jumping with abundant 200-meter executioner blades. They get fish in an unexpected way. Here and there the entire rush of dolphins is searching for her. Occasionally, in a different gathering or ship-dock to sever the spout. In the event that the shape happens in the vast ocean, dolphins encompass a huge school of fish, dumping them into the load, and afterward alternate plunging there and taking care of. In the event that they fish close to the coast, the procedure is to some degree unique. The group of dolphins dive brief to land, after which the fish is manually trapped in shallow water. Generation. The capacity to recreate posterity in females shows up between the 6 and 12 long stretches of life, and dies between the 10th and 13th years. Their sexes are shaky and creatures change accomplices without fail. Precisely how long the pregnancy keeps going isn't by and large settled. Probably this period is from 10 to 18 months. While conceiving an offspring, the female is extremely near the surface, so that, when the child is conceived, raise her tail high, offering him the chance to deeply inhale air prior to falling into the water. Typically one child is brought into the world about a large portion of a meter long, and as long as a half year the mother takes care of him with milk and secures him. Infant whelps as a rule don't nod off in the main month of their life and don't permit their mom to rest, swimming around them and arising at regular intervals to the surface, compelling them to be continually on the caution. Associations with individuals. Individuals and dolphins have a long and complex history. Up to this point, creatures were effectively pursued, which prompted the total and incomplete eradication of certain species. Subsequent to fishing was prohibited. The circumstance improved, yet the recent fad showed up to get these creatures for the show, particularly since they are extremely keen and find everything on the fly, and giving individuals a long way from the ocean a chance to swim with dolphins. It ought to be noticed that the thought isn't the awesome. If in regular conditions the occupants of the ocean lie from 30 to 50 years in imprisonment, just 7. A fast demise is impacted basically by the too loose way of life. Even notwithstanding the consistent preparing to take an interest in the show, the very restricted space and nature of water, the absence of a total arrangement of supplements and minerals they need, has of late, individuals and dolphins have figured out how to cooperate better above all else. This applies to people, since these creatures are amiable, cordial and tranquil. Also, correspondence with these warm-blooded creatures is advantageous to nearly everybody, offering the chance to pay attention to dolphin feeding, the carp, or the blueback, seed fish, and the dolphins. Psychotherapists and specialists were successfully used to treat sicknesses in youngsters like cerebral paralysis, youth chemical imbalance, and so on. Intriguing realities about dolphins. Dolphins, which seem as though fish, are not. They have no scales. They bring forth kids and feed them with milk. There is an adaptation that in an equated occasion the predecessors of dolphins lived ashore. There are more nerve cells in the dolphin's mind than in the human scrotum. Dolphins give each other names. Dolphins never assault people and now and then shield individuals from assaults via ocean hunters.